What's up? Mark from WayCoolNews.net here, giving you another brand new toy review. Today we're going to be taking a look at Combat Gizmo, which is a part of Series 2 of Neca's Gremlins line. In normal Neca fashion, Combat Gizmo comes housed inside the clear clamshell packaging, along with his accessories of a crudely fashioned bow and a Molotov arrow. The nameplate also doesn't fail to mention the added feature of posable eyes. Along with the Gremlins movie title text, we see Gizmo pictured in his combat gear, and the figure name of Combat Gizmo just below that. Moving on to the back of the packaging, we get some direction on how we can move the Mogwai's eyes a full 360 degrees using the trackball located on the back of Gizmo's head. The back of the packaging also gives us a look at other available Gremlins figures, including Original Gizmo, George, Lenny, Daffy, and Mohawk. Out of the packaging, for the most part, Neca has produced another fine looking figure. This figure comes adorned with all the little additives that Neca consistently strives in, like detailed sculpts and thorough paint applications. The paint application on the fur is very well done. It is composed of a combination of various hues of red and brown that provide a nice contrast while also adding depth. The white painted fur doesn't seem to have any shading, but it does appear that majority of it was layered on top of the already painted brown fur, giving it a deeper hue in some areas. I'm unsure what sort of trickery Neca uses to create such fine sculpting when it comes to things like hair, but it always comes off looking very natural. Gizmo's skin tone is a combination of a light and dark brown. The ears are very nicely shaded with almost a dry brushed look, which helps the skin texture really stand out. The eyelids, nose, and mouth were painted in the same manner, a little less standoutish, but done well nonetheless. The light brown, dark brown combo really takes stage again on the hands, nicely capturing the crevices and texture. Gizmo's fingernails are also painted, which is nice attention to detail by Neca. It's painted an off yellow and seen once again on his toenails. Being that this is Combat Gizmo, he comes equipped with a Rambo-esque bandana. It is made from a very pliable plastic and can bend off his head in the back. The bandana is adhered to the front of Gizmo's head near the knotted area though. While mostly composed of red, the bandana seems to possibly have a color wash. It's hard to detect, but if you look extremely hard, you can see the deep creviced areas stand out a little bit more. Helping complete Gizmo's combat look as he was seen in Gremlins 2, Neca has added on a nylon string as a knotted belt around his waist. I'm actually glad that they used real string instead of sculpting it on. It probably saves Neca a little bit of money, but also offers the customer a sense of authenticity to this little guy. Now the string is removable, it just slides down over his stomach and slips off fairly easy. The best thing about it is, if you ever lose a string, it's always easy to replace. So if we stop and take a look at the score right now, in terms of sculpt and paint, Combat Gizmo comes out looking pretty strong at this point. But, oh there it is, there's that inevitable but. It is hard to overlook the biggest eyesore on this figure. The eyes, no pun intended. Even when you go searching for this figure on the shelves of your local toy store, it will become very evident that there are some issues with the eyes, which might lead you to search for a figure with the set of normal or as close to normal looking eyes, which is exactly what I did. But once this figure is out of the package and you begin playing with the rolling eye system, it becomes clear that this is an unavoidable flaw. Now don't get me wrong, I appreciate the effort from Neca. The trackball feature would have been a nice addition if it could function properly 100% of the time. Instead, it is a little challenging to get the eyes to mirror each other's placement. The mechanics still have a few kinks to work out, but I gotta give them credit for going outside of their comfort zone to deliver something new and different from their previous releases. So let's take a look at articulation. Gizmo's head is operated by a ball joint with the ability to do a full rotation as well as some up and down motion. Gizmo's ears are also equipped with ball joints, allowing his ears to rotate and be positioned forward, backward, up, and down. The shoulders and elbows once again come with ball joints. It allows you the ability to swivel more than do any significant bending. wrists too are ball jointed as well, but you don't get a whole lot of action out of them just based on the fact the fur kind of hinders the range of motion. The top of Gizmo's legs come with a swivel hinge, allowing you to minimally turn the leg in an inward or outward direction, as well as move it forward and backward. Not a whole lot you can do with it, but Gizmo is sort of a stubby character in general. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the accessories now. Combat Gizmo's bow is constructed of a pliable plastic. It's a little bendy, but not too bad. Gizmo's bow is supposed to be constructed from a bent paperclip and a broken rubber band. The paperclip is painted with a metallic silver and does a pretty decent job emulating a real paperclip. The rubber band is painted with a lighter brown. I think it was a very good color choice. If you really want, you could probably fashion your own bow using a real paperclip and rubber band, but I'll leave that entirely up to you. Gizmo's Molotov arrow is made from a pencil, rag, and bottle supposedly filled with some sort of flammable liquid. The paint app is very nicely done, especially the pink, silver, and school bus yellow used on the pencil. Overall, this figure does a pretty nice job at capturing Gizmo's combat look from Gremlins 2. But the added rolling eye system ended up being a major letdown and only taken away from the quality on this figure. And so, I leave it in the hands of you, the viewer, to decide whether or not this figure is worth it. I suppose if you're an 80s kid, or even a diehard fan, if there are any, of the Gremlins franchise, then this figure might be worth it to you. At a price point of $17.99 at your local Toys R Us, let us know if you think it's worth it. Is it worth getting, or is it something that you're better off forgetting? Drop us a comment and be sure to let us know how you feel. For more toy reviews, be sure to subscribe to us here on YouTube and keep your eyes on our channel for updates. From WayCoolNews.net, I'm Mark, and this has been another WayCool review.